Hope you didn't blink because you'll have missed Timbuktu. We waited about 50 hours in the end, and then we got on the bus and it took us 6 hours into the night, and from there we slept in the desert. Oh god, it was cold in the Sahara, but thousands and thousands and thousands of stars, and I understand what star signs are because you can see them all. And we got to Timbuktu eventually the next morning at 10, and it's quite a dump actually, but it's Timbuktu, so you don't mind too much. But we found out that the next morning we could leave for Mauritania, and we only had 9 days to leave the country, and we didn't want to double back on ourselves, so we took the opportunity, hopped in a four-wheel drive and drove to the tiny town of Lira on the border. The vehicle broke down for the hottest part of the day, and then the next morning we set off to Bassin Kouno, which is the first town in Mauritania, which is where we are now. We've been here for, well, over a day now, because transport is very scarce. We want to go 200 kilometers north to Nema on our way to Oualata. Now, Timbuktu is the end of the earth. Oualata is the ender of the earth, and we're halfway between them, and there's no civilization apart from this for 200 miles each way. There's a small restaurant, and the owner has rented us his room. We started over there behind the trucks in quite a nice secure place, but it was full of ants, and we moved out because the ants were eating us. We moved into the room rented by the restaurant owner, and then just at 9 o'clock in the evening he said, "Oh, don't answer the door because this is kidnap country, this is where everyone's been taken in December." And that set off a domino effect of paranoia across the whole town, where we were moved accommodation into his house and given 2 police guards at behest of the army chief. So, but the room we did sleep in the end had no lock. So we went from the secure 3 double steel door bungalow you can see over there via a slightly more secure place to this building, which was protected by a man whose job is to sell spaghetti, sleeping outside the door, and 2 police who we didn't actually see but we heard our silent personnel, security personnel presence. So it wasn't the best night's sleep, but I think it's a lot of paranoia around here. We're not unduly worried, and we did like all good people do when they're nervous, just made jokes about a man who's going to become the subject of a book, John the Shit Terrorist. Because the middle accommodation that we were in had a window that they possibly could have climbed into if they had a ladder, but we reckoned only a shit terrorist would bring a ladder. It's the Mauritanian flag. I like it. It's nicer than the Malian one. And yeah, that's town. We'll see you in Oualata, hopefully, inshallah. Okay, I don't know if you can even hear this, but we're in a four-wheel drive vehicle going to Oualata. We left Gao on Tuesday at, oh, what time was it? 6 o'clock. It's about 6 o'clock on Sunday now. Is it Sunday? I don't know. C'est si. We're in Oualata now. We're just approaching. We've gone maybe 800 kilometers on the back of four-wheel drive vehicles, and oh my god, how beautiful is it here? We'll see you in Oualata. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore, Toto. Gao, Tuesday, 6 PM, up to Borem. Guess we slept around this place, Tamara. Next morning at 6, Timbuktu. Interesting place. We passed our Catholic test and were allowed into the Mission Catholique. Then, bothered with all the hassle from the guides, we found a 4x4 leaving the next morning through Gundam, which was really nice, all the way to Lere, where we spent the night in some guy's garden on a mattress, set off early for some Lere, and then Bassi, where we last spoke to you, before the 4x4, and then up through Nema, where we spent the night at the police station, to Oualata. And all today in Nema we had a policeman or 2 with us, looking after us like celebrities. And Oualata is exactly 4,000 kilometers of long, winding travel since, it's quite a long time ago, since we started here. And for the first time, tomorrow we'll show you something interesting instead of just my face. Although my face is interesting. Oh, here's some traditional tea, which we've got quite a lot of. It's quite an acquired taste. Ah, you're out of focus. Don't you want your tea? Yeah, it's freaking hot. Oh well, show you some of U'alata in the morning. Actually, while we're at it, we'll show you the room we've just got. Look at this place. We're paying less than €10 a night. Mattress is a bit thin. There's an annoying guy who's been following us around, telling us he'll explain the paintings and it'll take 2 days. And we don't really want to spend 2 days listening to him. He's tall though, isn't he? He must be as tall as I am. Not many Africans that tall. But hey, this is great for €10. Less than €10. Oh, and I forgot one other thing. The currency here. How do you say it, Fanny? Uga. Yeah, Uga something. See how it's written? I don't have it written anywhere. Oh, maybe it's on the notes. Yes, on the notes. Okay. Ooh. Let's see. Okay, so. Ooh, it's in Arabic. No, it's written. Oh yeah, it's written. I don't want to rip the notes. Hang on, maybe I have one in my pocket. Ugiya. Okay, so 350 Ugiyas makes €1. So guess what the biggest size note they have? It's 2,000. Do we have one? We don't have many. Most of ours are in thousands. We have €350 of Ugiya, and the biggest note is 2,000. So I've never actually owned a wad of cash like this in my life before, and that's about 1/3 of what we have. The money belt is bulging in my pocket. Well, are you pleased to see me, or do you have an enormous band of Ugiyas in your pocket? I'm pleased to see you, baby. Bye, Cam.